What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again for another video, checking in after the Leafs 3-0 victory over the Buffalo Sabres in more preseason hockey. So just getting into some of the news and notes, like I said, I'm going to be covering a preview and a review of every single Leafs game for this season, including the preseason. I've been doing that. So if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. But I talk about all NHL teams, but because the preseason is so busy and there's a bunch of games, there's been a lot of Leafs content on here. So don't worry. If you're not a Leafs fan, there's tons of content regarding all teams that will be coming all season. But for this game, Freddie Andersen, Linus Ullmark were the guys that started in the crease tonight, and they were followed up by Andrew Hammond in Buffalo and Hutchinson in Toronto, Michael Hutchinson for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, if we're looking at the overall picture for the game, shots on goal, well, we'll go through both goaltenders. Ullmark had 21 saves on 23 shots against. Andrew Hammond stopped 10 of 11 shots on goal. Freddie Andersen stopped all 24 he faced, and then Hutchinson stopped all 5 that he faced. So just a quick review of the game, because I just want to get into some news and notes on some of the players that stood out and maybe some of the plays that stood out. So Andreas Johnsson scored on a power play right off the bat. Some pretty nice work there. Augustino, a guy that I'll get to in a little bit, made a pretty nice pass there. But, of course, the line of Johnsson, Matthews, and Nylander was dynamite again tonight, and that's how this goal became possible. In the second period, Austin Matthews scored his third of the preseason, again assisted by Johnsson, and a really nice pass by William Nylander. Listen, you can't break up that line this year. Nylander and Matthews, I've been saying it the whole time. Nylander and Matthews are going to tear it up if you keep them together. A lot of people are going to doubt Nylander, and they probably have, but if you've watched Nylander so far in 2 showings in the preseason so far, he's making good passes. He's missing the net sometimes, but literally everybody is. He had 15 shots directed at the net tonight, but 6 hit the net, and he made some really nice plays. He was getting in the corners, fishing for pucks. He jumped up and kept that puck in the zone. Tonight, he played really well with that line, and of course, Matthews burying the puck. Johnsson always is in there, making sure he's in the corners, making good plays, and he's very quick. That line was great. Getting into the third period, Matt Reed, nice goal for him, a nice little snapshot, put that in, assisted by Rasmus Sandin, or Rasmus Sandin. Everybody keeps switching the way that names are pronounced online and on the broadcast booth. I watch interviews of the players saying their names, and the broadcasters are saying it a different way, and it's like, wow, what do these guys want their names said like? Like, well, how do you want me to pronounce your name? It's ridiculous. But the goaltenders, Andersen and Hutchinson, were real good tonight, and that's basically the scoring, 3-0. There wasn't anything too crazy tonight. The play was a little bit back and forth to start the game, but the Leafs slowly took over the game. Aberg, Augustino, like I said, like both of those guys did pretty well, but Augustino definitely stepped up. He's not the quickest guy, but he made some really good plays out there. He used his body positioning really well, I thought, tonight. Ceci didn't have his best night. Clune was out there throwing a couple hits. That last one on Lazar was a little questionable, but he's going to be back with the Marlies. I thought Gaudette looked pretty good tonight. Just going through the lineup here. Like I said, Johnsson, guys like Johnsson, Kerfoot, I think that Kerfoot stepped up a little bit in this game. Timothy Liljegren wasn't as, out there as I thought. He played better in the last game, but I think that he had a pretty solid game. Again, nothing too crazy. Marinson, I thought, made a couple pretty decent plays tonight. He had, I think, 3 shots, plus 2, not too bad for him tonight. Marinson made a couple decent plays. He made a couple nice break-up zones, like entry zone plays. He broke up the play a couple times. I was okay with that. Then Matthews, of course, he had a great game once again. Mikheyev, he stepped it up again. I thought that he had a good performance last time out, but again tonight, Mikheyev made a couple pretty sweet plays. He made a couple entry zone breakups. Like it was really good. Like he actually played and used his size to his what's the word I'm looking for here? He used the size to his advantage. I wish I could speak English, but I'm having one of those days where I feel like absolute garbage and I've been tired all day, but he used his size to his advantage. Mikheyev was real good tonight. William Nylander, like I said, that whole line was just dynamite. Reed looked all right. Of course, he had that goal. Morgan Rielly, there was a couple iffy plays for him tonight, but He's shaking off the cobwebs. I thought Rielly did handle himself well. Rubens, didn't notice him too much, but I actually did notice a couple nice little breakups that he had there. Rasmus Sandin, again, he's impressive. I really like him. In the neutral zone, he was good. In the offensive zone, he was good. The defensive zone, he had a couple plays, nothing too crazy, but in the offensive zone, he was real good tonight. That nice little passing play with Matthews. He had one behind the net with William Nylander. He wasn't afraid to switch up his positioning, so I was a big fan of his game tonight. Shore didn't do too much tonight that I seen. Timashov missed a wide open net. I like Timashov, but he's probably going to be back with the Marlies. And, you know, I know that's not where he wants to be, but I think that Timashov and the Marlies are a good fit. I think that Timashov's a beauty AHL player, but I don't think he's going to be able to make that next step. I wonder if the Leafs will end up trading a guy like him to a team that may need him. But anyways, I thought the Leafs played good tonight. They're playing again in Buffalo tomorrow, so my game preview will be up in the morning. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. Love to have more hockey conversations with you. Join the squad. Let's get to 7,000 subscribers. And I'll see you in the game preview tomorrow morning for the Leafs versus Buffalo Sabres once again in Buffalo. Peace.